Hello guys, today we're going to talk about the movie The Tingler with Vincent Price. Alright, first a little bit about it. It was released in 1959. It wasn't rated when it came out, but based on watching it, I think it's probably like PG. I think PG might be a good rating for it, in my personal opinion. It's about an hour 22 long. It was released on DVD in 1999 too. But I heard there's a Blu-ray release coming very soon. It has a 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb with about 6,100-ish. I think that's what I wrote. And there's no Metacritic rating for this. It stars, of course, Vincent Price, who was in a lot of stuff, one of them being Laura. And also Judith Freeland, I think that's how you pronounce her name, who was in, or Evelyn. No, it's not. That's not an E, that's an F. Yeah, sorry. But she was in Rear Window with the Alfred Hitchcock classic. It was directed by William Castle, who was a producer on a ton of horror movies, one of them being House on a Haunted Hill. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has 76%, but 17 critics, so it's not certified fresh. And 66% by audience, it's about 200-ish audience people. There's no critics consensus because there's not enough critics who watched it. It's actually available to stream on Hoopla if you get that one. It's available to rent and buy on Amazon, PlayStation Store, YouTube, Google Play, and iTunes. This is one of those what the fuck movies in a good way. It's definitely entertaining. It was developed a cult following for being super campy. And it's pretty campy, but it's actually pretty... It can get kind of intense, too, in my opinion. There are some intense moments in it, and there's also... I mean, everything across the board's achieved, like... Let's go, like, acting's great. I mean, Vincent Price is having a ball, and everyone else is having fun with it. The story's very interesting, and very, It's one of those stories that's kind of entertaining to think about, but it's not something that necessarily isn't without plot holes. But not to a point where it ruins the movie, really. Typical, like, sci-fi schlock from the 50s, but done probably the best it can be done. Writing, acting, I like the atmosphere, the black and white works. Oh, and I will say this, they put a lot of effort into the special effects in this movie. And there's a scene where you'll see it come to use. Of course, there are some special effects flops, like you may see a string there and there. But more so with the camera work special effects and the way they do all that, really... They do a lot with special effects. They showed that they gave a lot of shits with it. Even though there are some moments where you do see something like a string or something like that. But you gotta ignore those things. It's not like in your face. If you really, really look, you can see it. And that's coming from me, who doesn't notice that stuff in the moment at all. I will say this though. When the movie was released, it was trying to use a gimmick when it was released. Like, when people were watching it, there would be like... something crawling underneath them or something, or their seats will vibrate or something during specific moments, and there will be moments in the movie, if you watch it, that pauses the movie and tells everyone to calm the fuck down. Of course they don't say fuck, but calm down and shit like that. And I was a little confused at first because I thought it was a part of the movie, but then I kind of got the gist of it during it. Then I read a little bit about it after the movie. And yeah, that was kind of part of it. It doesn't ruin the movie by any means. It's just kind of... You can kind of take it as part of the movie or not. It doesn't really affect it all that much, personally, at least for me. But yeah, it's an entertaining movie. It makes you think a bit on the possibilities in the movie, but it's definitely sci-fi schlock. But that's what I want. Sci-fi schlock from the 50s. Why not? There's some fun... And there's a twist and a turn there and there, actually, too. The writing's probably better than given credit for. I think this movie's actually better than given credit for overall. When people say this is just campy, stupid shit, it's funny, but it's not like... But it's kind of like funny and terrifying at the same time kind of deal. Like, some moments you may laugh, where other moments you may be like, ugh. It's kind of like those. And it's not, like, gory, but more so like hitting the right moments at the right times to deliver that emotion kind of deal. There is one scene with blood that requires that cool special effects that I won't talk about because it's a spoiler, but it's pretty cool. Now, in terms of availability, DVD-wise, oh, and I forgot to mention before my previous review, It's Wonderful Life, by the way, that movie's available on DVD pretty easily. It's not a hard movie to find, but for this movie, it's a bit trickier. It's there. You can find it online on, like, Amazon or something, but it's not, like, really in stores. I mean, I found that copy, I think, this one here. I think I found it in either FYE or Barnes & Nobles. It wasn't at a Walmart or a Myers. You would have to travel a bit to find a store that sells them. It's not super expensive either, but I do know there's a Blu-ray release, and I would save up for that if you have the money and the passion to get it, in all honesty. But yeah, it's a solid movie. I enjoyed it. I'd watch it again. I love Vincent Price, and I love his movies. I've been trying to find them and watch them when I can. And yeah, there's not really more I can say about it. Yeah, it's the 40th anniversary on there, but the 40th anniversary was in 1999, so this is a pretty old release. But yeah, I like this movie. Check it out. It's pretty fun. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.